Well, Bill Chase here. Beautiful downtown Ellenburg.
Good evening,
Corners
ladies and gentlemen.
Northern Adirondack
On
High
behalf
School for the Green
of the
and
graduating
Gold
class
graduation
of 2022,
I
I would like to welcome you to the 52nd commencement at Northern Adirondack Central School. Would you please stand again and join class president, Ms. Abigail Perrier, in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to take a moment and introduce our guests on stage with me this evening, School Superintendent Mr. James Knight, President of the Board of Education, Mr. Stephen Bartlemus, High School Guidance Counselor, Mr. Tim McAfee, and Class Advisors, Mrs. Sandy Trombley and Mrs. Madonna Gardner. I'd also like to welcome our Clinton County Legislator, Mr. Francis Perrier, also here with us this evening. Before I get too far into tonight's celebration, I'd like to take a moment and say thank you on behalf of everyone here tonight to all the office staff in the middle high school, Mrs. Bilo, Mrs. Lord, and Ms. LeClaire, and all of the rest of the office staff in the elementary and district offices. I'd also like to thank our cafeteria staff, the custodial and maintenance staff. They did a fantastic job getting us ready for tonight, and all of the transportation staff and drivers that get our kids to school safely. Their jobs are often thankless, and taking a moment to recognize their hard work is never enough and always overdue. Thank you. Graduation is the culmination of many years of hard work. Next, I'd like to recognize our faculty here this evening. You guys want to stand up? They are not just teachers, but coaches, advisors, and mentors. And more than ever, their job was just to listen to our kids over this last 2.5 years. Their demonstrated commitment to the success of our graduates here this evening is worthy of our praise. Thank you. I'd also like to offer a special thanks and congratulations to Miss Cindy Hoff. Cindy is retiring this year. Congratulations to her and good luck on her next journey. Finally, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of you. Yes. Finally, I'd like to take a moment and thank all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, family members here this evening. 4 years ago, at the middle school graduation, I asked for your help. I know we don't always agree on the details, but our objective then was the opportunity to be here tonight sharing this celebration. Thank you. Our students could not have completed this challenge without your love and support. The road not taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. To somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and it has made all the difference. I've actually avoided this poem by Robert Frost before because it's pretty common to hear at graduations. It speaks to the decisions we all make at the beginning of a journey and how even if we think we know the way, it is never certain. And that in our youth, we want to travel as many paths as possible, hoping not to miss out on what life holds in store for us. But today, when our graduates receive their diplomas, they will begin their journey of many unknown paths and will pause at the precipice of a decision. Which one do I take? Robert Frost says that taking the path less traveled has made all the difference. Why I really read this poem is because 2.5 years ago, we all came to a fork in the road, and we all had to make some important decisions on how we move forward. We had so many things to consider, safety being the first, but really it was how do we educate our students safely? We sprayed, we washed, we distanced, we masked, we delivered meals and assignments and tested and quarantined and learned a lot. First and foremost, thanks for Google Meets. We hate them. The real thing we learned was that our students here tonight chose the path to be here. They decided that despite the circumstances, finishing high school was the best path forward. These students will now travel down new and uncharted roads for themselves, but what they bring with them is not only their high school diploma, but the confidence that regardless of the roadblocks, they know how to navigate the way forward. Every year, Mr. McAfee holds a college panel where he invites previous graduates back to speak to our juniors and seniors about what it has been like navigating life on their own in college. One of the most common themes that surfaces every year is all of the students say you have to learn how to manage life on your own, and they relied on the adults in their lives to do too much for them. For some reason, I think that our graduates here tonight have already managed some of that, and coming back to school after a hybrid year was just as difficult managing as school at home and not having to follow rules there in their kitchen or bedrooms in their pajamas. Graduation this year seems less like the end of the 2021 school year and more like the end of the last 2.5 years. Our graduates here this evening have demonstrated they are ready to pick their next path and that we should be confident in their choices to move forward. At this time, I'd like to recognize some of our students' achievements this year. First, I would like to recognize Samantha Hart, this year's recipient of the Woodman of the World U.S. History Award. Next, I'd like the following students to stand and be recognized: Alexis Belrose, Emma Brooks, Chelsea Gay, Samantha Hart, Elise Hogan, Reese LaFountain, Abigail Perrier, Riley Pupor, Nevaeh Sebron, Zoe St. Clair. These students this year were inducted into the New York State Math Honor Society. Fantastic work. Next, I'd like the following students to stand and be recognized: Allie Barber, Chelsea Gay, Desiree Guerin, Emma Magoon, John Marty, Noah Pruss, Hunter Roberts, Clayton Trombley, and Hunter Trombley. All of these students were inducted into the National Technical Honor Society this year. Congratulations. I'd also like to recognize our graduating seniors of NAC's National Honor Society: Allie Barber, Alexis Belrose, Emma Brooks, Chelsea Gay, Samantha Hart, Elise Hogan, Reese LaFountain, John Marty, Abigail Perrier, Riley Pupor, and Nevaeh Sebron. Congratulations. Every year, the Clinton County School Boards Association recognizes the top 10% of the graduating class. When I read your name, please come to the podium and accept your plaque. Samantha Hart. Abigail Puryear. Elise Hogan. Chelsea Gay. Nevaeh Sebron. And John Marty. Congratulations to all these outstanding students. I think I can say with some level of confidence that despite the obstacles our students faced this year, they chose the right path. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2022. I would like now to introduce Salutatorian Ms. Abigail Puryear and ask her to deliver her welcome address.
Family, faculty, board members, and friends, I am so honored to welcome you to this year's graduation honoring the class of 2022. My name is Abigail Puryear, and I'm very thankful to be speaking to all of you on behalf of my class. I would like to start out by thanking you all for being here. As I stand up here today and talk to you all, I am full of emotions. I will admit, those of you that know me know that I'm always full of emotions, but this feeling is different, and I am certain that most of my classmates can relate. First off, I am beaming with pride. I was given the privilege to stand up here and talk to you all today because over my 4 years of high school, I have worked diligently and earned the title of Salutatorian. I did have a friend tell me that it is second place, but whatever, I guess I'll take it. I am proud of myself, and most of all, proud of every individual here today in the cap and gown. The perseverance shown by each and every one of my classmates is unimaginable. We have spent some of the most important years of our lives yet, where we should be discovering ourselves and building relationships, living through tumultuous times that really no one could have predicted. Clearly, we have handled every curveball thrown at us with grace, or Mrs. Blair caught it for us, but either way, we are here all the same. Although it is safe to say that we are all done talking about COVID-19, it is important to acknowledge the obstacles that we have conquered in order to make it to this stage. Rather than being experts in U.S. history or pre-calculus, we learned time management, how to prioritize, and how to be self-sufficient. We have built ourselves, for the most part by ourselves, for 2 very important years of our life. We deserve to be recognized for the strength and maturity that this has taken. We have definitely come a long way from the time that Michael and Darby took a whole roll of tape and wrapped it all around Mr. Strack's classroom. They got written up for wasting materials. By the way, Darby, remember that tennis ball Mr. Strack confiscated from you in 7th grade and he told you that you'd get it back at graduation? Here you go. Secondly, my heart is full of gratitude. I am grateful for my teachers who have pushed me, mentored me, and encouraged me along the way. I am grateful for the Board of Education and community members who have encouraged us as well. I am grateful that Mrs. Trombley never ran out of snacks and that Mrs. Ringer always kept her door open to me. I am grateful for my classmates who have helped mold me into the person I am today. And most importantly, I'm grateful for those of you who have thickened my skin because, once again, I am always full of emotions. I am grateful for the memories we have made and the laughs that we have shared. And most importantly, I'm grateful for my family. My mom, dad, and sister have provided never-ending support. They've always given me a shoulder to lean on and someone to turn to. That is what made this achievement possible. With these feelings, I also find myself slightly lost. Faces I've seen for about 2,340 days, thanks for the math, Mrs. Traum, are ingrained in my brain. I have memorized the voices of my peers and the laughs of my friends. I could walk through the halls of this school backwards and blindfolded. But after today, the members of the class of 2022 begin our post-high school lives, and we will enter into a world of the unknown. You may not remember, but about 4 years ago, at our 8th grade graduation, I stood on the auditorium stage and gave a speech just like I am today. Except 4 years ago, we had 4 more years to either dread or look forward to, depending on the person. This time, I stand before you all today, is the last time we will be considered students at NAC. I don't think it is fully sunk in that come this fall, none of us will be returning to our safety net. Each and every one of us will forge ahead to follow different paths and lead different lives. As I look around today, I can confidently say that all of those beside me will do amazing things. One thing about my classmates and I is we are very headstrong, and every bit of me knows that we will get everything we want out of this world. As I think about where we will all go and what we will all do, I am overwhelmed with hopes and wishes for my fellow members of the class of 2022. I hope you always reach for the stars. I hope you stay true to yourself. I wish that you will end up exactly where you are meant to be. I hope you are successful, confident, and kind. And most importantly, I hope you never forget this small school and this small town, because I know I will never forget you all. Thank you.
At this time, it is my pleasure to present a number of awards and scholarships to members of the class of 2022. Northern Adirondack students will receive $97,900 in awards and scholarships this year. Before I do, I'd like to express to this our 52nd graduating class my personal best wishes and every success for happiness in the future. This evening, we have both awards and scholarships to be given. First award goes to our Salutatorian, Ms. Abigail Purdy. Next, I would like to present the award for valedictorian to Ms. Samantha Hart. This time I will announce the donors of awards and scholarships and the names of the recipients. Please hold your applause until I've completed announcing all the names. The Court Little Rose 1300 Catholic Daughters of America are giving 2 $400 scholarships this year. The winners are Samantha Hart and Chelsea Gay. The Ellenburg Center Fire Department has instituted an award of $300 and the recipient is Olivia Ryan. The Altona Volunteer Fire Department has established 2 awards in the amount of $300 each, and they go to Amber Merkay and Abigail Purrier. The Sunderland Scholarship in the amount of $250 per year for 4 years is given in memory of Helen Legree Sunderland, who lived and worked in our school district for many years. Reese LaFountain receives this award. This is a 46th year for a memorial award in honor of William F. Patnode, former president of the Board of Education. The recipient of the $100 award is Emma Magoon. The Northern Adirondack School District employees honor the memory of past district principal Bernard P. Herrica with a $100 award to Hunter Trombley. The Northern Adirondack Teachers Association honors John W. Harold, former superintendent of schools, with 6 $350 awards. They go to Allie Barber, Emma Brooks, Chelsea Gay, Elise Hogan, Abigail Purrier, and Nevaeh Sebron. This is the 19th year of the Barry Livermore Memorial Scholarship, established by the Northern Adirondack Teachers Association. The $350 award to a student who is pursuing a career in science or math is given to Samantha Hart. A scholarship in the memory of Ronald Patnode in the amount of $100 is awarded on the basis of scholarship and athletic performance goes to Riley Pupor. Church, youth activities, high moral character are the requirements for the area Protestant Church, Christian Church scholarship of $300 each. These awards go to Samantha Hart, Dalton Murphy, and Nevaeh Sebron. Hallie Porter, and Caitlin Trombley are the recipients of the scholarship in the amount of $100 each donated by the Wrestling Booster Club. The NACS Parent Teacher Organization scholarship in the amount of $200 each goes to Chelsea Gay and Dalton Murphy. The Fillmore W. King Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $250 is designated for a student pursuing a nursing or related career in medicine. This award goes to Reese LaFountain. This is the 32nd year for the Jerome Dowd Memorial Scholarship. The criteria for this $300 award is high moral character, leadership, and scholarship. The recipient is Amber Merkay. Alexis Belrose is a recipient of the $250 Petrashun Gadavesky Memorial Scholarship. The Michael Montgomery Memorial Scholarship based on Student Leadership Scholarship and Service in the amount of $500 is awarded to Dalton Murphy. The family of Tara Lynn Bushy have established a memorial scholarship in her memory in the amount of $200. The recipient is Lillian Eaton. Leadership, scholarship, and high moral character are the criteria for the Charles D., Sarah A., and John D. Munsell scholarships. $1,000 awards will be given to Samantha Hart, Lucas Lamoy, and Dalton Murphy. The Fraser Bushy Memorial Scholarship for $200 will be awarded to Alexis Belrose. Hallie Porter will receive the $200 Winifred Petrashun Memorial Scholarship. 7 students have been recognized to receive the Bruce L. Crary Memorial Scholarships. Lucas Lamoy and Nevaeh Sebron will each receive $1,200. Chelsea Gay will receive $1,100. Emma Magoon, Emma Martin, Amber Merkay, and Dalton Murphy will each receive $800. Alexis Belrose will receive a $150 scholarship from the Northern Adirondack FFA. This year's recipients of the Jerry Matthews Memorial Scholarships, given by Steve and Marion Scott Matthews, are Riley Pupor and Owen Rushford. They will each receive $100. The Viola M. Baxter Teaching Scholarship for $300 each are awarded to Chelsea Gay, Emma Magoon, and Abigail Perrier. The family of Aaron Bouye has established a memorial scholarship of $250 in Aaron's name. The recipient is Reese LaFountain. The Lion Mountain Fire Department Allen Chase Memorial Sports Scholarship of $200 is awarded to Alexis Belrose. The Foundation of CVPH Medical Center awards a $1,000 scholarship to Elise Hogan. Family and friends of Brian Bouye have established a scholarship in the memory of Brian, who is a longtime coach at NAC. Alexis Belrose is the recipient of this $250 award. This is the 17th year of the Catherine S. Fritz Memorial Scholarship. $200 is awarded in her name to Abigail Perrier. Mrs. Fritz was a teacher at Northern Adirondack Central. After her retirement from teaching, she spent an additional 16 years as a member of the Board of Education. Mildred and Ralph Reynolds are remembered by their children with 2 $100 scholarships. They are awarded to Chelsea Gay and Samantha Hart. The family and friends of Darcy Manor have established a memorial scholarship in his name. Elise Hogan will receive $500. This is the 15th year for the Rita B. Scott Memorial Scholarship. Samantha Hart is the recipient of this $500 award. The Barry O'Brien Scholarship that is awarded for excellence in math and citizenship goes to Samantha Hart for $400. The Ellenburg Depot Volunteer Fire Department is awarding 3 scholarships in the amount of $200 each to Cade Copeland, Elise Hogan, and Reese LaFountain. The Ross Funeral Home Scholarship is awarded to a recipient who will study medicine or other related fields. Reese LaFountain is this year's recipient of $250. The family of Terry Burnell has established 2 memorial scholarships for $250 each to Dalton Murphy and Riley Pupor. The Mary DuBray Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $200 each are awarded to Reese LaFountain and Riley Pupor for athletic and academic excellence. The NACS Business Club Scholarship has awarded $250 to Chelsea Gay. This is a 10th annual scholarship in memory of Nicole Baker. Amber McKay will receive $500. CSEA Members Unit 6454 has awarded $100 each to Darby Gilmore, Chelsea Gay, Elise Hogan, Landon Rabdu, Hunter Roberts, Zoe St. Hilaire, and Hunter Trombley. Sarah Lawrence Memorial Scholarship was created in 2016 to honor the memory of Sarah and her commitment to improving the lives of children in her adopted community of Ellenburg, New York. Sarah was active on the Northern Adirondack Central School Board in the NACS PTO and was a tireless advocate for children. This scholarship, funded by Sarah's family and friends, is designated to support a graduating NAC senior who plans to pursue a career in human services field. Abigail Perrier will receive this $250 scholarship. The Northern Lights VFW AMVETS Post 8793 scholarship for $500 is awarded to Riley Pupor. Our Lady of the Snows Catholic Daughter Scholarship is awarded to Lucas Lemoy in the amount of $250. This year's Carrie Gregory Memorial Award for $100 goes to Hunter Roberts. The Northern Adirondack FFA Alumni Awards $250 to Alexis Belrose. The New York State Academic Excellence Scholarships are awarded to Samantha Hart in the amount of $1,500. John Marty and Abigail Perrier will each receive $500. The Shazy Lions Club Scholarship in the amount of $200 is awarded to Nevaeh Sebron. The Rouse's Point Champlain Kiwanis Scholarships are awarded to Chelsea Gay and Samantha Hart in the amount of $250 each. James Dean Wilson Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Garrett Ryan. The Ellenburg Knights of Columbus number 4441 scholarships in the amount of $200 each are awarded to Chelsea Gay and Samantha Hart. The Heisman High School Scholarship is awarded to Riley Pupor in the amount of $2,000. Abigail Perrier is awarded the SUNY Potsdam Alumni Association Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Burger King Scholarship Award in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Riley Pupor. Dalton Murphy and Reese LaFountain are awarded the Bob Latourell Memorial Award in the amount of $100 each. Union Plus Scholarship is awarded to Abigail Perrier in the amount of $500. Riley Pupor will receive the VFW Ellenburg Scholarship in the amount of $500. The Albany College of Pharmacy Merit Scholarship in the amount of $15,000 per year for 4 years is awarded to Reese LaFountain. Allie Barber will receive the SUNY Canton Scholarship in the amount of $250. The Plattsburgh Kiwanis Breakfast Club Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Chelsea Gay. Our congratulations to all of you. I'd like to say on behalf of all of us at Northern Adirondack Central School that we are most grateful to the individuals and the organizations who were so generous with their scholarship donations. A list of scholars and donors and the recipients will be available after the graduation ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. The Board of Education has asked Howard Jennings to take a picture of each graduate as their diploma is presented. This official photograph will be sent to each senior as a memento of this special occasion. Anyone coming up front to take pictures are asked not to move in front of Mr. Jennings' camera. Before we begin awarding the diplomas, I'd like to remind you that this ceremony is a formal recognition of 13 years of work on the part of each graduate. Talking in catcalls are rude and disrespectful to our graduates. It takes from their honor each of these young adults should feel in receiving their high school diploma. Please show your respect for these students by remaining silent during this part of our evening. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. The 44 students receiving diplomas tonight have met the requirements of New York State and the Northern Adirondack Central School District. Mr. Knight, Mr. Bartels. Allie Mae Barber Future plans will be attending SUNY Canton for veterinary science and technology. Alexis Lee Belrose. Future plans will be attending SUNY Cobleskill for canine training and psychology. Emma Mae Brooks. Future plans will be attending SUNY Canton for criminology. Bryn Elizabeth Cobb. Future plans will be attending Clinton Community College for nursing. Cade Ryan Copeland. Future plans. Cade will be attending the Lineman Institute of the Northeast. Darby Michael Gilmore. Future plans will be seeking employment in the welding field.
That's okay. You're short.
Chelsea Ann Gay. Future plans will be attending SUNY Canton for veterinary science technology. Desiree Marie Guerin. Future plans will be attending Clinton Community College for Human Services. Samantha Gabrielle Lee Hart. Future plans will be attending SUNY Plattsburgh for chemistry. Elise Elizabeth Hogan. Future plans will be attending SUNY Plattsburgh for nursing. Gavin Robert Kenyon. Future plans is currently enlisted in the Army National Guard and will be seeking local employment. Jonathan Angus King. Future plans will be seeking his Class B license at CV Tech. Troy Clarence Labarge. Future plans will be seeking employment with NovaBus.
Hey, Troy.
Reese Alexander LaFountain. Future plans will be attending Albany College of Pharmacy for pre-med. Lucas Matthew Lamoy. Future plans will be attending SUNY Canton for veterinary science technology. Emma Elizabeth Magoon. Future plans will be attending Pikes Peak Community College for automotive collision estimating.
Light speed, Kate American.
John Michael Marty. Future plans will be seeking local employment. Emma Rose Martin. Future plans will be attending SUNY Potsdam for graphic design.
Let's go, Emma!
Amber Lee Merkay. Future plans will be attending SUNY Polytechnic Institute for Civil Engineering. Cadence Elizabeth Marie Moore. Future plans will be attending SUNY Plattsburgh for art. Dalton James Murphy. Future plans will be attending SUNY Canton for sports management. Lillian Isabel Uten. Future plans will be attending SUNY Plattsburgh for special education. Spencer Michaela Ray Courier. Future plans will be attending Clinton Community College for applied psychology. Abigail Ann Courier. Future plans will be attending SUNY Potsdam for early childhood education. Hallie Lorraine Porter. Haley Lorraine Porter. Future plans will be attending Temple Community College for psychology. Riley Marie Pupor. Future plans will be attending Vermont Technical College for dental hygiene. Noah William Cruz. Future plans will be seeking employment as an auto technician. Landon Armand Jeffrey Rabidou. Future plans will be seeking employment in construction and sugaring. Hunter Patrick Roberts. Future plans will be attending the Southeast Lyman School Training Center. Owen Robert Rushford. Future plans will be seeking employment until attending the Border Patrol Academy. Garrett William Ryan. Future plans will be attending Clinton Community College for criminal justice.
Great job, Garrett.
Olivia Faith Ryan. Future Plans is currently employed at Meadowbrook, looking to attend college for nursing. Nevaeh Destiny Sebron. Future Plans will be attending SUNY Canton for forensic criminology.
Way to go, Nevaeh!
Michael Allen Sherman Jr. Future Plans will be seeking employment in tree services.
Woo!
Can't say nothing, Michael, but yeah.
Shanti Beatrice Sherman. Future Plans will be enlisting in the National Guard.
Woo!
Okay.
Christopher Lee Michael Sorrell. Future Plans is currently employed at Schluter's Systems. Karina Marie St. Andrew. Future Plans will be attending the cosmetology program at CV Tech. Zoe Elizabeth St. Hilaire. Future Plans. Zoe is currently employed as a pharmacy technician. Timothy Ian Hunter Stickney. Future Plans will be attending the Lineman Institute of the Northeast. Caitlin Ray Trombley. Future Plans will be attending SUNY Canton for veterinary science technology. Clayton Charles Trombley. Future Plans will be seeking employment in the diesel mechanic field. Hunter Paul Trombley. Future Plans will be attending Clinton Community College for Criminal Justice. Congratulations to our graduates. At this time, it is my pleasure to ask class valedictorian, Ms. Samantha Hart, to read the farewell address. Ms. Hart?
So, we made it. After 4 years and the 9 before that in elementary and middle school, we finally made it through high school. We're finally turning the page, about to start the next chapter of our lives. It's the start of something completely unknown. But thankfully, we won't have to venture into this alone. I think it's safe to say that none of us would have gotten this far if it weren't for the people around us. Parents, teachers, friends, family, and everyone else who helped us along the way. None of us would be here if it wasn't for them. I know I personally wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for everyone who supported me along the way. Now, I'm sure that I don't need to tell you all about the spring of 2020. And I'm sure I don't need to tell you how strange everything was afterwards. What started as a welcome 6-week break from school slowly grew longer and longer, until eventually none of us had any delusions that we would be going back to school to finish out sophomore year. But hey, at least you got out of Regis, right? Well, junior year wasn't much better. We were able to go back to school, yes, but only for one day each week. There weren't any pep rallies or school dances, and we still couldn't gather in large groups. Even so, it was already leagues and miles ahead of sophomore year. It wasn't anywhere close to normal again, no, but it was closer than it'd been in months. And so, junior year passed by, making way for senior year, the last one we'd ever have at NAC. It went by way quicker than I ever thought it would. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday we were walking into school that early September morning. 9 months passed in the blink of an eye, bringing us closer and closer to this future that, even a week ago, always seemed so far off. It never really felt quite real. It was like some part of me thought that somehow I'd be here at high school forever. And it really is odd to think that after years of anticipation, what I'd been looking for that whole time managed to sneak up on me like that. Suddenly, sticking to the status quo we'd established wasn't something tedious or dull anymore. It was a way to appreciate the last few months I'd had with many of these people. It's true, and I'll be the first to admit it. I'm going to miss NAC. The friends I've lost and the friends I've made, the teachers who I've known for years. I'm going to miss all of you. But it's time to say goodbye. It's time for all of us to go out into the world, to start breaking free and finding our own paths. Maybe those paths will cross, and maybe they won't. Like with so many other things, only time will be able to tell. And who knows what time will really bring us. It's almost impossible to know what life will have in store for us once we leave here tonight. Of course, there's college or trade school, the military, or other job opportunities. There's so many different places we could go. But right now, in this moment, right now, as we're standing here on this stage, we're all the same. For better or for worse, we're all in this together as we say goodbye to NAC. So, before we all leave here tonight for the last time, I'd like to wish luck to each and every one of you graduating with me, wherever you might need it. And to everyone else out there watching as well, I'm going to miss all of you and the memories we've made together. I hope one day I'll be able to make all of y'all proud. Thank you, and have a good night.
Finally, I would like to ask Superintendent Mr. James Knight, Jr. to give closing remarks and lead our students in the tassel ceremony.
Good evening, senior class of 2022 and invited guests. It is my pleasure to be here with you as your superintendent of schools. I must tell you that it is exciting to be a part of your celebration honoring your completion of high school. 30 years ago, I sat just like you, wearing a cap and gown, giving off the impression that I had everything under control and knew exactly what my future would look like. When in reality, I was scared to death. All I really knew is that I was heading off to college, enrolled in a pre-med program, while also expecting to play 2 sports. The true fears involved so many things, like will I be accepted and make new friends? Could I actually handle the academic rigors required to be successful? And was I good enough to compete athletically in 2 sports in college? The truth is that you have to embrace the unknown and make the best of it, and most will work out, just maybe not as you might have planned. For example, I did say that I was in a pre-med program, and I think you are all aware that this job that I have today is not in the medical field. Enough about me. Let's talk about you, the class of 2022. There is no doubt it has been a challenging and unprecedented time for you during high school. It started off with what we once considered a normal freshman year, then continued into your sophomore year until March of 2020, when the world came to a screeching halt, followed by a junior year that split your class in two and only involved limited in-person school days. Finally, leading us to this, your senior year, where you were all welcome back on campus, but couldn't really see each other's faces until sometime this spring. It has always been common for adults to tell kids that life can be hard, and they must learn to adapt to whatever comes their way. However, I would be lying if this adult or any other adult could have foreseen what you have been through during your 4 years of high school. Even though your experience has been different than anything ever experienced before, I hope all of you have learned from this. Hopefully you have become more resilient while striving to be more kind and compassionate to your fellow man. I recognize that some of you still have maturing to do, but as a whole, you are ready for the challenges and experiences that lie ahead of you in life. Some of you are likely feeling many mixed emotions with the upcoming reality of the real world. But don't worry, Northern Adirondack and your families have prepared you well and will always be there to help you if need be. Also, you can remember this. Your classmates are likely feeling the exact same way, and any person who has ever been in your shoes can relate to the uncertainty you're experiencing. Good luck, class of 2022. You may have just completed a chapter in your book of life, but there are many more chapters for you to write. Please remember to be safe, kind, and caring while taking risks as you venture down new paths and create new experiences while embracing and remembering this quote by Maya Angelou. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. I now ask you to stand and celebrate a tradition that dates back to the 14th century and is recognized today as a transition from student to graduate. Please move your tassel from the right side of your graduation cap to your left, as I am happy to proclaim that you have now officially graduated from high school. Congratulations. Throw your caps.
It's over. Northern Adirondack class of 2022 has graduated. Throwing their caps. I'll Bill Chase here at Ellenberg Corners. Filming this for Hometown Cable in the parking lot of the elementary building. Northern Adirondack graduation for 2022 has completed. As the students find their families. We'll be signing off, and remember, Hometown Cable is your ultimate event programming coming to you here in Clayton County.